Good day and welcome back to the Microsoft Windows Operating System Basics course. In this particular video, we will start introducing you to a number of other topics which we title Windows Option Tools and Computer Security. Of course, we will still be using a number of things that we discussed earlier. And in this particular video, we will look at the topic snapping your window, task view, virtual desktop, and using the snipping tool. So what does snapping your windows mean? So it practically means how you move a window, for example, an application or program which is open. So let's open a file explorer. So if I right click and I click here, File Explorer. So snapping my window or your window could mean placing your window in different positions on your desktop and see where they are or how they are placed. So for example, if I click on the title bar or the top of my window, and let's see if I move it to the side, let's go to the right. Now move it all the way that your mouse gets to this end. So if I do that, you see what happens? Now you see something like a shadow or transparent window behind. Now that is indicating to you the position by the time I release my mouse where the File Explorer window will be placed. And if I release my mouse, then you see. But also it will display, like in task view, other windows that you have open, and you can easily go to any window here. But by doing this, this is what we call snapping your window. Now to remove it from this position, I will click at the top again and drag out. Now I do that to the left as well. Now you see the transparent part again that shows, and I will release and it's there, and I will drag out again. Now I will do it to the top and click drag to the top, and it will fill up my screen in this case, and I will click drag. Let's say drag out, it doesn't work, then you have to restore. And in the same way, if I go to the side at the edge here, see what happens here. So now I click and drag to the edge, and it will only take 1/4 of the screen. So this is 1/4 of the space, so the other 3/4 are left, and I will drag it out again. So this is how you work with snapping your windows. Next thing is the task view. So the task view, I will minimize this window. For the task view, it's simply the button located here near your search button. Now this displays your the views on your desktop in a way that you can see other application or programs that are open, and you can maybe move from one program to another. For example, if I click it, you see, so currently it shows me these are all the things I can go. I can also click, hold and drag to see all the items I have open, and if I want to go to any specific one, I can go to this one and click it, or that one and click, or let's say I want to come to this folder, I will just click on it. You see, so it opens it including the one I have open, and if I don't want it, I can just minimize it again. So this is basically how you can use your task view. Another thing you can do from the task view is by using a virtual desktop. So let's say you want to go to a desktop which is not this one. You can do that by going to your task view. So I can go to a second or create even other desktop options where I can decide to do other things there in a way that I can switch from one desktop to another. So for example, let me go to my task view. I click on it. Now I'm not interested in going to any of the programs here. I'm interested in going to any of the desktops. So here you see desktop 1 and there's also a desktop 2. Now I can click on desktop 2 and this is now an empty desktop and I can start doing some things that I want there. So let's say I open up a new Chrome and this is what is on my desktop too. I can go back to task view. I add another desktop and I call it desktop 3 and I can go there, and in that desktop I can do whatever I want. Now if I want to switch back to my original desktop, I go to task view and I go to this one. Okay, and if I don't want the other desktop, I simply go to task view and I can click the delete button of this one and that will take it out, and I also can do that one and that will take it out, and that brings me to the desktop that I have already open. So I go back to my file and that's it. So that's how you use your task view on your virtual desktop. The last thing we're going to do in this particular video is teaching you how to make snapshots. So let's say you want to make a snapshot of a certain document or part of a document or part of your desktop. You can use that by using the snipping. You can do that by using the snipping tool. And I will open, for example, an empty Word document. Maybe I want to include whatever snapshot I want to make a copy of it and put it in that document. So what I will do is I will say Word and I will open a Word application, open a blank one. So let's say I want to make a snapshot of some of the icons here. I can go in the search box and I can type snip. Now when I type snip, you'll see the snipping tool. If you click on it, it will come on, and make sure what you want to snip is visible on the screen. So I will click on new and you see that the screen becomes faded, waiting for me to snip the area I want. So let's say I want to snip this particular one. I'll click my mouse, hold it, drag to the right and drag to the left, and this is what I want, and then I will release my mouse. Now it shows me that this is what I've snipped, and if I want to put it in the document that I want, I go to my Word document and I go to home and I click paste. Then I can have it and I can reduce the size the way I want. So that's how to use your snipping tool. So another way is, even if you have something in your document, for example, so let's say I want to snip this whole part of the Word software or application, I can go back. Since I have my snipping tool here on my taskbar, which is open, I can pull it up by clicking it. Then I go to new. Then I can do this, drag, cover the location you want and release your mouse. So it shows you what you will get when you put it in a document. So I will put this one down, go to my document in Word, press enter 2 times and I can click paste. That's under the home menu, and there you see. And this is how you can maybe snapshot from internet things that you see on your computer and use them the way you want to use them. So this brings us to the end of the video, and I will see you guys in the next video.